Ciao amiche e amici di Dopo 50, questo è un video particolare perché sarà, come dire, una cronaca del viaggio che ho appena fatto a Londra per l'Health Optimization Summit. Ciao amici e amiche di Dopo 50, sono Raffaele e questo è un video speciale, come vi ho detto, perché sarà una sorta di cronaca del viaggio a Londra che ho appena concluso la settimana scorsa in occasione di questa bellissima manifestazione che si chiama Health Optimization Summit, e il viaggio è stato possibile grazie a Purovitalis che mi ha ovviamente finanziato la spedizione, e ovviamente vi ricordo i loro integratori ideali per la longevità con la tecnologia liposomiale per una biodisponibilità e un assorbimento migliore. E come sempre c'è uno sconto a voi riservato, basta mettere il coupon code dopo 50. E ho preparato un video completo per voi e c'è anche l'intervista al CEO di Purovitalis e ho fatto anche un altro paio di incontri molto interessanti, e poi lo vedrete. Durante il video magari ve lo commenterò, lo interromperò se ci sono delle cose interessanti da commentare e da sottolineare. Per adesso vi auguro buona visione. Ciao amici di Dopo 50, eccomi qui a Londra per presentarvi le ultime novità nel mondo del biohacking e del longevity hacking, perché sono qui all'Health Optimization Summit presso il Business Design Center di Londra, e cercherò di presentarvi le ultime novità e cercherò di raccogliere anche le voci dei protagonisti che presenteranno in questa manifestazione tutte le loro novità e prodotti, servizi, e dunque sarò i vostri occhi e le vostre orecchie in questa manifestazione. Ci vediamo dopo, ciao!
toxins on your longevity pathways. And then
Allora, devo commentare un po' perché la manifestazione conteneva anche una serie di conferenze e di keynotes, anche di personaggi molto, molto interessanti. E io ho avuto l'occasione di vederne alcune, dato che comunque ero in giro, ecco perché vi ho messo qualche spezzone di questi keynote. Allora, durante la manifestazione ho trovato la Novo Tor che presentava questo letto per la terapia a luce rosso, dove uno si metteva proprio come fosse un lettino abbronzante, e ovviamente un trattamento full body, sia diciamo sulla parte della schiena che della parte frontale, per quello un trattamento molto molto interessante. Poi c'era questo prodotto che si chiama Pulsetto, e andava a stimolare il nervo valgo e diciamo che prometteva tanti benefici. Qui è il mio amico che ho conosciuto durante la manifestazione Maglio che lo sta provando, l'ho provato anch'io, devo dire che dava delle sensazioni un po' particolari, però promettono dei benefici molto molto buoni. Questo era un altro prodotto interessante che si chiamava Katsu, magari il nome in Italia non è molto carino, ma praticamente sono delle fasce di compressione, praticamente ci sono dei tubi con un piccolo compressore che si gonfia un po' alla stregua dei misuratori di pressione e fa una compressione all'altezza diciamo, della circolazione dei muscoli e durante l'attività fisica questo permette di fare in modo che i muscoli siano ossigenati in maniera più completa e anche questo offre tanti benefici anche del flusso linfatico e altre cose. Poi comunque vi metto sotto il video in descrizione anche tutti i link dei vari produttori. E poi c'erano una serie di produttori, questa è la Monk che era anche il main sponsor della manifestazione, che presentano delle vasche per la terapia del freddo, per cui l'acqua viene raffreddata molto velocemente e rimane costante alla temperatura adatta a questo tipo di terapie. Dunque anche qui dei sistemi e dei prodotti molto interessanti. Questa era un'azienda, la Enshow, che presentava una serie di camere iperbariche di tipo morbido, di vario genere, e anche qui facevano vedere fisicamente il funzionamento e i benefici che offre. Voi lo sapete, ne abbiamo già parlato anche in qualche video su Dopo 50. Ciao amici di Dopo 50, siamo qui con Kun Reader di Purovitalis, l'azienda con cui collaboriamo ormai da qualche tempo per quello che riguarda gli integratori per la longevità e ora lui ci spiegherà un po' come è nata la società, di cosa si occupa Purovitalis e quali sono i piani per il futuro. Hi Kun, how are you?
Good, thank you.
So, what's Purovitalis' mission, and what are the plans for the future? Tell us about.
Yeah, so with Purovitalis we started with making people more healthy, enjoy their life for a longer period of time. What we see now is that physical decline is happening from age 50. So what we try to aim is that people enjoy their life longer. They can walk longer distances, they can run, they can cycle. So with that mission, we want to shorten the amount of years that people use medication, sitting in a wheelchair or being disabled. So we really
So
start
not
from
only
that
a
goal.
long life, but a healthy.
Healthy life,
life.
a vital life to live the life you want to live as long as possible, and not to be alive, but to stay alive with only medication and you cannot really enjoy what you're doing. That's for me the most important thing we can achieve.
So this is the main mission.
Main mission.
Okay. And what are you presenting here in Health Optimization Summit in
So
London?
here we have three of our best-selling products. We have NMN, which is interfering with NAD+. It's the best precursor, the most direct precursor into NAD+. We have spermidine, which is cell rejuvenation. We developed a molecule, or let's say a blend of molecules who are working very well together on the spermidine. And then we have resveratrol, who's accelerating your autophagy. Two things which we are doing very special is we have liposomal products for better absorption, and the resveratrol, because it's such poorly absorbed, we also micronized the molecule by itself for even further absorption.
So this is is the special advantage of
Special
your
sauce, yes.
of your supplement. So
Correct.
can you explain more about liposomal?
Yes, so what normally happens with supplements is that they're being destroyed by the stomach acid. So what a liposome does is basically a protective layer around the active molecule, and therefore it's been only absorbed in the small intestine where you want it to be absorbed, and you don't create expensive pee, so to say, or so that's where we really focus on to make most premium products in the market. We have a special glass what we use to protect from UV light, so your capsules are not degrading from UV light.
This is quite special because other supplements they are plastic.
They use the cheapest of the cheapest product, and that's their choice, but we try to really optimize on all directions.
And actually you put also a special packaging, so you need to open to it's like a kind of seal of guarantee of
Exactly.
the
So you
quality
have
of the
a
product.
safety seal on there to show that it's not been opened before. And the last thing which we are very proud of, that all our products are produced in Europe, even the raw material, where many companies go to China.
Import from China.
Yes, and we really produce in Europe and have the raw materials also produced in Europe. So that's something we're very proud of.
And what's are the plan for the future? You have something in the pipeline, some new supplements?
Yeah, so we have some 3 to 4 exciting new supplements coming in this year. And we're also looking potentially to make it easier to consume, so maybe something in a drink form or a pouch form, to access also the consumer who don't like to swallow pills, but also have a little bit lower entry point so people can try and get activated into that longevity mindset, which is important because
very important.
capsules alone will not make you healthy. If you go to McDonald's, sit on the couch, don't be active, watch Netflix, it will not make you healthy with
It's
10
part
capsules.
of protocol.
It's the protocol,
big
it's your
picture.
whole thought that you wake up, you think about health, you go to bed, you think about your health and well-being. So that's what we're aiming for, and we try to stimulate our followers, our clients, to really follow a holistic approach into longevity.
Very nice, very nice. I wanted to thank you, of course, about the trust that you gave us for the Italian market, and for sure we will do something together, maybe some giveaway. People liked it a lot.
Yes, we're more than happy to, and we're very happy with the partnership.
Okay, and maybe we can meet in the next future in Italy. Why not?
Very good food. I'm always open for that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Ciao. Ciao amici dopo 50, siamo qui con Amory Cosman, il CEO di Circular, che producono il Circular Ring che voi conoscete bene, e ora ci spiegherà un po' le novità che stanno presentando in questo Optimisation Summit qui a Londra e anche i progetti per il futuro. Hi Amory, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine. So, what are actually the news that you are working on, and also what are you presenting here in London, and
Yeah.
also what are the projects for the future?
Oh yeah, so I can sum up what we're doing actually now. So we are developing a smart ring, the circular smart ring, its goal and general idea is to have a 24/7 tracker, meaning something you can just put on your finger, forget about, and there's an app, a companion app on which you can see all the data once you want to see the data. The idea here is to have something you can sleep with, do your activities with, so that the ring knows a lot about yourself and habits and gives you very personal recommendations. So something very new we've been working on, which isn't out yet, is assisted by AI recommendations. So today the recommendations we do things as simple as how much sleep you need to get tonight, to things a bit more complex. Sometimes you might have some recommendations that will know if you're going to get sick tomorrow, even before getting the first symptoms of an illness. But we're working now on something so powerful with AI that it's going to take a lot of other data into consideration. And so we can be able to give you nutrition tips. We can be able to take external data.
So a real ecosystem that you can collect information around and elaborate.
But not scary. It's not like a scary wellness AI. It's more of a complete, autonomous, very personal recommendation system.
So very tailor-made on
Yes.
you, on your data.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And this is something that will be done on the software and the
On
platform?
the software. So just an app update soon, and
Okay. So as the ring doesn't need to change anything actually, only update the firmware.
yeah, we're working on some new versions of the hardware, but what we try to do, even with this V1, is if you buy this, you're going to have a lot of support through a lot of updates of the app and the firmware.
Okay, so you have in mind also a new version of the ring?
Yeah.
What is the pipeline, the timeline?
Timeline is Q3 next year.
Q3 next year.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil too much, but there's a lot of cool things.
Okay. So you're based in France, correct?
Yes, in Paris. Yeah.
Okay. And what is the reaction, the answer from the audience, from the user base? What kind of reaction you have now?
So we started delivering this V1 probably 7 months ago, 8 months ago. And at the beginning we had a lot of software issues, some hardware issues too. And so we just improved the product a lot since. So now we're at a stage where everything works pretty properly, and we've upgraded the software versions a lot. Even the hardware, the one we're delivering now is not the same than we were delivering 7 months ago. So reactions at the beginning, a lot of beta users, the first users who really tested it out, give us feedback, and now it's really open to everybody just to use a working device.
Okay, very nice. This is good because to have this kind of evolution, and you can invest in your product. And what is you solve also the delivery time management?
So the biggest problem we've had over the past year is that we had a lot of demand, but our manufacturing didn't follow. So we didn't ship as many as we should have. So a lot of people waited more than, sometimes 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. And today we're at 2 months because we're catching up. And hopefully in September, you can just buy and it's going to be delivered straight away.
This is very nice.
Yeah.
So also with the new version, you will deliver it faster.
Yes,
quicker.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank
it was
you.
very nice
Thanks.
to have in our show, and good luck for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye. Ecco, questo vale la pena di essere commentato. È un apparecchio che si chiama Biocharger, che è una sorta di dispositivo che emette delle varie tipologie di onde, per quello, diciamo, delle frequenze. C'è anche uno ionizzatore molto potente. Infatti, quando si stava vicini all'apparecchio, praticamente gli apparecchi elettronici andavano un po' in tilt, orologi, telefoni, telecamere, eccetera. E loro promettono di biocaricarti. Ci sono diversi programmi per i mitocondri, per lo stress, e basta stare intorno a questo moderno falò che permette di ricaricarsi praticamente. Quello era molto molto carino, molto interessante. questo era un altro prodotto che ha avuto tanto successo, che interviene sul ciclo circadiano. Sono dei occhiali che generano praticamente luce blu, che basta indossarli, diciamo, specialmente nella parte iniziale della giornata, è accompagnato da un'app. Loro addirittura sono sponsor di varie squadre sportive e di vari sportivi famosi, e praticamente ci espone alla luce blu, allineandoci al ritmo circadiano. Per quello anche questo era un prodotto interessante. Durante la manifestazione c'erano tanti anche autori di libri molto conosciuti, infatti io ho avuto l'opportunità di intervistare anche Kashif Khan, il CEO della DNA Company, che ha scritto un bellissimo libro che si intitola The DNA Way.
How are you?
Good, pleasure. Good to see you.
So tell us about the test and the book, so our audience can understand
So,
better.
what we've learned in our research is that chronic disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, cancer, these are all a choice. They don't have to happen. And we've spent 3 years studying 7,000 people, one by one by one. And these are all people that had various conditions, and we were able to reverse them.
Okay.
And we understood that if we know in the genome what jobs your body doesn't do well, hormones, detoxification, inflammation, and we target those jobs and support them, the cells stay healthy, and you can't get sick. And that's why we wrote the book, so that everybody knows this is possible.
So with the book you share the information.
It's
people-
my story.
Yeah.
So it's me and how I had 5 chronic conditions. Right? I had migraines, eczema, I had psoriasis where if I closed my hand, my knuckles would be bleeding.
Okay.
Depression, I couldn't get out of bed, and I had really bad gut issues. I don't have any of them anymore, right? So I was able to fix myself. My mom who had arthritis, I got her out of bed. My sister, my niece who had anxiety, I got her back to school. So that's when I really learned that there's something valuable here, and I wrote the book to tell the story of how I healed myself so people could do the same.
So how works the test? What you
It's
can
very
do?
simple. You spit in a saliva tube.
Okay.
We sequence the DNA, and we're looking at very specific systems, hormones, so important. How do you make testosterone, estrogens? What quality are they? How do you detoxify them? It speaks a lot to your long-term health, your brain and neurochemicals. Why do you feel anxiety, depression? Why do you feel overly excited, underly excited? How do we map that personality and get you feeling the way you want? Everything about diseases, cardiovascular, diabetes, etc., how to stop them. And if you're already sick, how to reverse them,
Yeah.
right? Then we look at diet, nutrition. Should I be a vegan? Should I be eating keto?
Yeah.
All of these things that we try, we don't know works.
Of course, depends on the individual. You
Depends on the
cannot,
genes. Now, if you start on day one with the thing that works, you feel amazing, right? And it works really well. Everything about your fitness and how am I supposed to exercise? Am I designed for cardiovascular or more weight training? And if I do the wrong one, will it make me sick,
Yeah, of
right? Then innate immunity, so the health of my cells. How do I avoid inflammation? How do I keep the cells the way when I was 5 years old? Let's keep them that healthy. They should be until I'm 100, right? And the last thing is longevity. So everything around, I felt amazing when I was 25. Why do I feel different?
Yeah.
Let's keep that feeling. Let's play with our grandchildren instead of watching them from the chair, right? So we use everything in genetics to give you those extra 10, 15, 20 years, quality
When
life.
you advise to start to test?
Anyone.
As
I've
soon as
tested
possible.
my 5-year-old daughter. I tested her, right? She's now 6, but I wanted to understand how is her body developing? How does her brain work? How does she eat the right foods? So all the way up to we have
So also to do the right choices from start.
from the start
Good
the right
start,
choices,
yeah.
right? What kind of career is she designed for? How does her brain work? Should she be an accountant or an artist? We know genetically what they're wired for, right? And if you're more mature, all the way up to 100, if you're worried about chronic conditions and aging, why have those problems? You don't need to have those problems. Unless you were born sick
Yeah.
with a genetic condition, you do not need to have it. That's true now.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
what kind of advice you want to give to our audience, Italian audience?
So first of all, the Italian audience is already doing much better than other parts of the world.
Yeah.
You know, we do a lot of work in the United States. It's very bad, right? Food. Italians, this is what I really appreciate about the Italian community and the Italian government, keeping the food healthy and traditional, right? It's so important. Focus on your sleep. Sleep is so important. That's where your body recovers. It's when you make your hormones. It's when you make your brain chemicals. You have to sleep properly. Move, right? Why is it that one of the blue zones where people live in Sardinia, they walk, they move, and they don't walk on a treadmill. They're walking on stones.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
relationships. In Sardinia, the families are close, the relations are close. We make hormones from love. Oxytocin, it's from relationships, hugging, touching, right? Most importantly, understand that disease is optional. You do not have, my mom had Alzheimer's, does not mean I need to have it. My dad had diabetes, does not mean you need to know why, and then prevent it. You should die jumping from an airplane, your parachute didn't open, and have a great story, right? It should not be in a hospital. That's how it should be.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and good luck for the launch of the book
Pleasure, thank you.
and the product. Thank you.
Thank you.
Questo è da commentare, è un'azienda che si chiama NAD at Home, che praticamente per adesso in questo momento viene distribuito solo in Inghilterra e offre proprio del NAD puro da iniettarsi con un kit casalingo. E praticamente qui ora fa vedere la confezione che uno riceve a casa per 20 dosi. Che praticamente uno riesce a iniettarsi attraverso diciamo, l'iniezione che ora farà vedere successivamente, tipo quelle dell'insulina, tanto per capirci, perché uno può iniettarseli da soli o in pancia o so, dove gli torna più comodo. Ovviamente ora stanno vedendo di come distribuire questo prodotto in diversi paesi, perché ovviamente diciamo, richiede delle autorizzazioni particolari. E questa invece è una macchina molto interessante che si chiama Balkan. Sono delle macchine per allenamento eccentrico a resistenza variabile, e questa nuova tecnologia innovativa permette di diciamo, fare degli allenamenti con dei tempi molto più ridotti e in diciamo, totale sicurezza. Praticamente con 15-20 minuti si riescono a ottenere dei risultati incredibili. Io sono qui in prova dell'apparecchio, devo dire che era molto molto interessante. Infine qui vediamo Jim Quick e Lishan Vishani che hanno avuto il loro speech durante proprio la parte relativa alle conferenze. Eccoci qua, spero che il video vi sia piaciuto. Come avete visto c'erano tante novità, ho conosciuto tante persone e ho incontrato anche nuove realtà che mi permetteranno anche di creare nuovi contenuti per le prossime settimane. Intanto vi saluto, vi ringrazio dell'attenzione e come sempre vi auguro una lunga vita sana e attiva. Un saluto da Raffaele. Bye!